Hi everyone, it's Emily Thompson here from Emily Thompson Online and WiFiWebMama.com. I am wanting to talk to you a little bit about the juggling act today. Today has been one of those days where I just feel like I have so many balls in the air. I kind of don't know which one to reach for next. So it's really important when you find yourself in these sorts of situations to really go through what is on your plate and figure out what's important and prioritize your tasks. So the easiest way to do this is to first of all do like a brain dump, a download. Just really write down on a piece of paper in no particular order everything that comes to mind, everything that's on your mind. So it doesn't matter if it's work-related or personal or social, if it's got to do with the kids or your spouse or a friend, anything that you just have to deal with. Doesn't matter if you have to deal with it now or in a week's time. If it's on your mind, you need to write it down. So at this point, it doesn't matter if you know the specifics. You can just write down someone's name if that's all you've got at the time. So just get everything down on the piece of paper. Once you've written down your list of all the things that you need to deal with, you then need to go through each item on the list and just sort of nut out a bit of a plan. So what do you have to do to achieve that goal? So basically, what are the action steps that you need to take? Are there things that you just need to sort of ask somebody else to do? Do you need to make a phone call? Whatever it is, just write down what it is that you need to do to achieve each of the goals that you have. Once you've sort of fleshed out all of the goals that you have, you'll have sort of a list of actions that you need to take for all of them. You can then sort of look at your list and work out what are the most important things on your list. It may be that the thing that has been at the front of your mind, like the one thing that has been really bothering you, can't be done until you've done like 5 or 6 other things on the list. So by writing everything down and writing what you need to do, you can find out what really needs to get done first. Not necessarily the thing that's shouting the loudest, but the thing that's kind of going to make a real difference if you get it done first. You might also find that there are a couple of jobs that you can do simultaneously. I don't know, like if you've got to download some file, some training file, or you want to listen to a podcast because you know you need to do that, plus you've got to fold the washing or do the ironing, you can do those 2 things together, for example. And once you've then worked out your priority list, then you can start taking action. Now, obviously, this sounds like quite a big process, but if you are doing this on a daily basis, then you will be able to review your list every morning in quite a quick fashion. It might be something you want to do before you go to bed each night, so you know what you're doing when you get up in the morning. I personally prefer to do this over a cup of coffee first thing in the morning, just because with kids, things can change on a daily basis depending on whether someone wakes up sick or not. So if you go through each of these steps, first of all, just writing everything down, just listing all your things that you need to get done, then going through the process of actually fleshing those out. What do I need to do to achieve each of those goals? Then prioritizing your goals and then working through them in your list of priorities that you've set them out in. When you get to the end of the day, you'll find that you've been able to tick some things off your list. Instead of running around like a headless chook, doing nothing and going nowhere, you will feel like you've actually achieved something. Doesn't matter if you've got things to hand over onto the next day, at least you've got a plan already for the next day. All right, that's all I wanted to talk to you about today, and I look forward to catching up with you all again later. Bye.